Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me catch my breath.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
And they run with Harris off the option. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Newton to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Deatrich Wise drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on a punt for New England. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Taken in at the 22. Landry, agile footwork. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the number 1 overall pick.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's White.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris fighting through. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now White on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Chubb.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Play action. Stafford. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake. Jones. His throw incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Alert! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Oh, here!
Back to throw, Stafford. It's caught by Hooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Jones to throw on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now Landry. Nice punt, but good work on the turn to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
20. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd and 9. Newton. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Newton's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Great. I got one. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike's 54.
Throwing here, Newton.
Let's go.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Newton eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20 running on empty. There's more where that came from. My money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.